What is happening next? So, from what I understand, Elizabeth Warren, Senator Elizabeth Warren, and RFK start fighting in this. Are you ready? Let's check this out. Everybody fighting today.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, Mr. Kennedy, I want to start with something that I think you and I agree on.
She sound aggressive and loud already. She ready. She got the gloves on.
And that is that Big Pharma has too much power in Washington. You said that President Trump asked you to, quote, clean up corruption and conflicts. Sounds great. You said that you will, quote, slam shut the revolving door between government agencies and the companies they regulate. That also sounds great. So here's an easy question. Will you commit that when you leave this job, you will not accept compensation from a drug company, a medical device company, a hospital system, or a health insurer for at least 4 years, including as a lobbyist or a board member?
Oh, I think that sounds about right. Let's see what he says.
Can you just repeat the last part of the question? Can I commit
You're
to
not going to take money from drug companies in any way, shape, or form.
Me?
Yes, you.
I'm happy to commit to that.
Okay, good. That's what I figured.
Okay, cool.
I said it's an easy question to start with.
Let's say I figured it would be no.
And I think you're right on this.
I don't think any of them want to give me money, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. You're right because to say yes, because every American has the right to know that every decision you make as our #1 health officer is to help them and not to make money for yourself in the future. So I want to talk more about money. I'm looking at your paperwork right now. In the past 2 years, you've raked in $2.5 million from a law firm called Wisner Baum.
By the way, when you see, she's one of those questions where she says, you're trying to help them and not make money for yourself. Well, he's got a job here. He's got a position. And he's going to be paid for it. But what the people don't want is the underhanded money making. You know what I mean? Basically him politically shilling for certain companies or not shilling for others. You get what I'm saying? So I don't care if the man is paid and even paid well to do the great job of making Americans healthy again. I'm fine with that. Okay, I just want to say that.
You go online, you do commercials to encourage people to sign up with Wisner Baum to join lawsuits against vaccine makers. Okay. And for everyone who signs up, you personally get paid. And if they win their case, you get 10% of what they win. Okay. So if you bring in somebody who gets $10 million, you walk away with $1 million. Now, you just said that you want the American people to know you can't be bought. Your decisions won't depend on how much money you could make in the future. You won't go to work for a drug company after you leave HHS. But you and I both know there's another way to make money. So, Mr. Kennedy, will you also agree that you won't take any compensation from any lawsuits against drug companies while you are secretary and for 4 years afterwards?
That doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? He's getting paid to do a job. He's bringing people in, getting people their compensation for harm that may have happened to them. I don't see an issue with that, really. I don't.
Well, I'll certainly commit to that while I'm secretary. But I do want to clarify something because you're making me sound like a shill.
See? He knows what I'm talking about.
I put together that case. I did the Science Day presentation to the judge on that case to get it into court.
Mr.
The Daubert
Kennedy.
hearing.
Let me tell you something. Something I learned in success reading different books. One of them in particular, Robert Kiyosaki, whether you like him or not, he definitely changed a lot of people's lives for the better with Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And his rich dad taught him something that was that talked about serving people. It said the more people you serve, the more money you make. And that's a principle. And that's the reason why, like, you can become a multimillionaire. Say, being a YouTuber, you can become a multimillionaire. Think about how many people Mr. Beast serves. The #1 YouTuber in the world, right? #1 single YouTuber in the world, correct? He serves billions of people through these billions of views, right? Because he's entertaining them. He has entertained billions of people, or millions of people several times, adding up to billions. I forgot how many subscribers he's got. Like, does he have 50-something million or something like this? He's got like 100 million. How many subscribers does Mr. Beast have? Okay, 352 million. Jesus Christ. Give me a call, man. I'm trying. Hey, I'm just going for 10. Give me a call. Put me under your wing, Mr. Beast. Okay? Help a brother out. Okay? Help me nail it down. I know many people would consider me very successful on YouTube, but I want to become super successful. You know, I'm going to keep climbing that ladder. Let me take myself to the limit, to the ultimate limit, and ascend. All right, Vegeta fans. So, the more people you serve, the more money you can make. This is the reason why someone that, you know, look at Eric July, okay? He served enough people to take his company to a multi-million-dollar company because he served many, many, many people who did not want woke anymore in their comic books. So he brought fundamentals back to comic books. And he served many, 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 many people. And that's how he made his millions. That's how it works, okay? Everybody from Michael Jackson serving billions of people across the planet with his music, giving them the entertainment and music, to Donald Trump with real estate, hotel rooms, golf courses, suits. I mean, I do many, many things, okay? Politics now, you serve one person, you can't really make millions. Now, maybe you could, you know, maybe you could. You know, I know there's stories out there, you know, sugar babies and certain people have become, or assistants to the rich and famous. You're serving one person, but really you're serving more than one person, potentially millions or billions, because you're serving that one that also serves the billions. You get what I'm saying? Or the millions. You know what I mean? You get where I'm going here. So I don't have any problem with him, you know, helping people get their money and him being paid to help them. Many people get paid to help people. Doctors get paid to help people. Lawyers get paid to help people. Bodyguards get paid to help people. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything being underhanded yet.
Mr. Kennedy, it's just a really simple question.
Yeah,
You've taken in $2.5 million. I want to know if you will commit right now that not only will you not go to work for drug companies, you won't go to work suing the drug companies and taking your rake out of that while you're a secretary and for 4 years after. It's just...
This doesn't make any sense. He's trying to help the people that have been hurt by certain medications. Why can't he do that? These certain medications have hurt people. I don't understand being in office in this position why you can't. I mean, I wouldn't even call it a conflict of interest since it's all in line with what he's doing.
I'll commit to not taking any fees from drug companies while I'm secretary.
No. I'm asking about fees from suing drug companies. Will you agree not to do that?
You're asking me to not sue drug companies,
no,
and I'm not going to agree to that,
drug
Senator.
companies as much as you want.
I'm not going to agree to not sue drug companies or anybody.
So let's do a quick count here of how, as Secretary of HHS, if you get confirmed, you could influence every one of those lawsuits. Well, let me start the list. You could publish your anti-vaccine conspiracies, but this time on you.
Oh, now it's conspiracies. And all these people have been coming out, and even our own government has been talking about what people thought were conspiracy theories are now true.
U.S. government letterhead, something a jury might be impressed by.
That's a way of, remember when you call somebody conspiracy theorist, that's a way of calling someone crazy. It's dismissive. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I see what track she's on.
You could appoint people to the CDC vaccine panel who share your anti-vax views and let them do your dirty work. You could tell the CDC vaccine panel to remove a particular vaccine from the vaccine schedule. You could remove vaccines from...
I had someone ask me, well, if people don't take their medicine, what are they going to do? Listen, you'll hear this mainly from a lot of older people. I'm talking about people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s that are on medication. They can't stand the fact that they're on medication. They hate how it makes them feel, and they have to take this medication for that. And then the side effects of this part of the medication, you got to take this other medication so you don't get this from the other medication. And because you're taking now 2 medications, you need a 3rd medication because the combination of both of those medications both make other symptoms that you have to protect yourself from, and then so on and so forth. Okay? While I don't know everything, and you'll never know everything, I've been studying natural health for a while, ever since my mom passed away from cancer, and I found out so much. So much. I personally, it's my personal view, I don't think that there's anything on the planet that cannot be cured naturally. That's my personal opinion from studying things since when she passed away, I believe when I was 25, till now when I'm 47. I do not believe that there's, now look, there's broken bones. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about diseases, illnesses. That's what I'm talking about. Broken bones, hey, if I need surgery and you need to screw it together and make it right, that's fine. Give me all the pain relief you can give me. We're actually #1 in the world, from what I understand, with that type of care. If you get broken up, you fall out of a plane, hit a building on the way down and land in the river, Americans can get you, sew you up, drill this bit in, put this screw in, put the body cast on, and you might be nearly perfect by the time you heal. You get what I'm saying? Almost painlessly. You get what I'm saying? But as far as preventing disease and curing disease, we're low on the totem pole with that. And I'm just talking about illnesses, diseases, stuff like that. I believe, personally, in my opinion, that every disease on the planet can be cured in some natural way. Whether it's a food, okay, and that includes fruits, vegetables, certain meats, organ meats, all right, bone broth, just stuff, you know what I mean, that's made from the things on this planet like that. Whether it's something like acupuncture, acupressure, stretching, deep breathing, walking, sunlight, certain supplements, grounding yourself. There's so many things out there, all right, that most people just don't try, but we're kind of taught to go get a pill or a shot or surgery for something. So, yeah.
Special compensation programs, which would open up manufacturers to mass torts. You could make more injuries eligible for compensation even if there is no causal evidence. You could change vaccine court processes to make it easier to bring junk lawsuits. You could turn over FDA data to your friends at the law firm, and they could use it however it benefited.
Well, I hear what she's saying, but every job can be exploited like that in the government then. Even hers. You have sway left or right. Everyone can abuse their power to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Them. You could change vaccine
We have to trust that he won't do that.
labeling. You could change vaccine information
And that's
rules.
why I'm willing to give him a shot.
Change which claims are compensated
No pun intended.
in the vaccine injury compensation program. There's a lot of ways that you can influence those future lawsuits and pending lawsuits while you are Secretary of HHS. And I'm asking you to commit right now that you will not take a financial stake in every one of those lawsuits, so that what you do as secretary will also benefit you financially down the line.
I'll comply with all the ethical guidelines.
That's not the question. You and I, you have said
You're asking me, Senator. You're asking me not.
Yeah, it's like she's trying to make it. She's trying to conflate the two together. That you can't in any way make any type of income from helping people, and that's just false. That's just false. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Because we know there are plenty of companies that make money from, let's say, not helping people. Right?
Pursue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are. That's exactly.
You have said
You're asking me, Senator. You're asking me not to sue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're doing.
Look, no one should be fooled here. As Secretary of HHS, Robert Kennedy will have the power to undercut vaccines and vaccine manufacturing across our country. And for all of his talk about...
I could not figure out what he was trying to say about the vaccine.
Follow the science and his promise that he won't interfere with those of us who want to vaccinate his kids. The bottom line is the same. Kennedy can kill off access to vaccines and make millions of dollars while he does it. Kids might die, but Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in.
Always throw the kids in. They always got to throw the kids in. You got to get the extra feels with the children or the women.
I support vaccines.
And nobody clapped for her.
I support.
Wait, I heard like one person.
Schedule. I will do that. The only thing I want is good science, and that's it.
How about then say you won't make money off what you do as Secretary of HHS?
Hey everyone, I'm Emma.
So tell me, everyone, what do you think about this situation? I think it's fine. I do. I'm not, if he wasn't making any, I'm sure he's a multimillionaire anyway. If he wasn't making any money, fine. If he is making something, fine. Okay? You know what I mean? Politics is business also. So I don't care. I don't. So let me know what you think. As long as he's doing good. As long as he's doing good for our people. I don't care if he makes a little money or a lot of money from helping people. From helping people get healthier and get rid of their diseases. I don't care. Okay? You let me know what you think.